ptsd Radio might be one of the scariest manga I have ever read. Well, I only read horror manga from two mangaka, Junji Ito and now this guy who created this insanely good horror manga. Just like the name suggests, each chapter's title is some sort of radio frequency, and for the plot of the manga itself, it is a compilation of many point of view. There is a story that took place in the past and the present, so basically the story goes back and forth when you read the manga. So maybe the mangaka wants the reader to feel like they are listening to a radio and tuning in to different frequencies. Although the story timeline varies, all of them are bound together. The story was about a malevolent god named Oguri-sama, who was a small god back in the day that helps people, but as time goes on and people forgot about him, he gained strength and become a malevolent deity who helps everyone, whether it is a good intention or a bad one. So the manga is basically a compilation of short stories of these individuals who got on this god's bad side or just unlucky enough to encounter some entity that has been affected by this Oguri-sama. The horror itself mostly played on that sense, like you feel being stalked, the feelings when you are about to sleep and you feel someone staring at you. Its horror elements are played around that situation. It is also sometimes used a body horror element that is sometimes made you cringe and feel ew because of how disturbing it is. As I said before, because the story goes back and forth all the time, you might feel that the story goes all over the place. But when I read this, I feel excited from bits and pieces of the stories that the mangaka throw at us. We as the reader pick them up and complete them like a puzzle. The manga itself was pretty short. It is only around 6 volumes. I finished it in around an hour and a half. It has around 96 chapters with each chapter being 3 to 4 pages long. Sadly, the manga is being finished prematurely since the mangaka himself claimed that whenever he tried to continue the manga, bad things happened to him. So it's such a shame, but it is what it is. I recommend you checking out this manga if you have the guts for it. I will rate this manga 8 out of 10.